Have you ever considered how migration, a seemingly personal decision, can become a strategic tool for countries? It's a fascinating thought to ponder. In recent times, countries like Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela have strategically leveraged emigration for economic development, political stability, and geopolitical leverage. It's a multifaceted approach that requires a closer look to truly understand. Emigration often leads to remittances, which are funds sent back home by emigrants. For countries like Nicaragua, these remittances significantly impact their gross domestic product. However, the over-reliance on remittances can be a double-edged sword, potentially hindering sustainable economic growth. On the political front, emigration can act as a regulator, reducing unemployment and dissent within countries. It's like a safety valve that governments use to control political unrest, but it's not without its pitfalls. Emigration can also lead to the formation of diaspora opposition groups, adding another layer to the complex political landscape. Then there's the geopolitical aspect. Countries have been known to leverage emigration crises for geopolitical leverage. For example, Cuba's Mariel boat lift and Nicaragua's alleged use of migration to pressure the United States. The United States, a country often seen as the destination of choice for many emigrants, is currently experiencing a new wave of migration from these very countries. The reasons? Failing communist regimes, economic turmoil, political repression, and gang violence. It's a potent mix that's driving people to seek a better life elsewhere. The U.S. immigration system, in turn, is struggling to adapt to these shifting trends. There's a clear difference in the treatment for migrants from Mexico compared to those from countries like Venezuela and Nicaragua. Despite recent policy changes, the allure of the U.S. economy and limited legal migration options suggest that high undocumented migration is likely to persist. As we move forward, it becomes increasingly clear that the U.S. must tailor its policies towards these countries to maximize regional cooperation on migration management. It's a delicate balancing act, one that requires a nuanced understanding of the strategic use of migration. In summary, the strategic use of migration by countries like Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela has far-reaching implications. It affects their economies, political landscapes, and international relations. For countries like the U.S., managing migration influxes from these regions requires a balanced and strategic approach, taking into account these complex dynamics. To expand, visit Geopolitical Monitor, Strategic Use of Migration, The View from Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. Situation Reports, May 1, 2024, by Giacomo Matte and Luis Campos.